keeping children safe as they walk to school.
Some local lawmakers, they want to require safety improvements. And Fox 35's Tracy Jason, she's live in Mount Dora tonight. She's got details on this new proposal. Tracy?
Yeah, that's right. If you take a look over here, this intersection at Eudora Road and 19A here in Mount Dora, well, it looks pretty tough to cross. And 19A in and of itself, pretty tough to walk along. Yet get this, under current legislation, it's actually considered safe. That's why Representative Larry Metz is taking up an issue many parents have been battling on their own.
Sidewalks and pedestrian crosswalks in. I actually think it's kind of ridiculous that we even need this legislation. I mean, Central Florida has more pedestrian fatalities than any other region in the entire United States.
Scott Larson says his daughter Alice will soon have to walk roads just like 19A here in Mount Dora, but in Leesburg. 19A is 45 miles per hour. There's no sidewalk and a slim area to walk on off the road. Kids who live in a neighborhood not too far from here have to cross this intersection to get to Triangle Elementary. But under new legislation being peddled by Representative Larry Metz of Yalaha, it would be considered a hazardous road, and local governments would either have to plan for safety improvements in its 5-year plans or explain why it wouldn't be slated for improvements.
But we do want to encourage the local governments to cooperate and identify and correct hazardous walking conditions.
Lake County School Board member Bill Mathias agrees the legislation is good, but worries if more hazardous roads are identified, there won't be enough funding at the state level to cover busing for all the areas. That's his only concern with Metz's House Bill 41.
The state of Florida allocates so much money for transportation. So now you have 67 counties that will have a new opportunity to identify hazardous conditions and bus students, which brings funding.
The new legislation also changes the definition of what qualifies as hazardous, basically widening the scope of what could qualify. Any road 50 miles per hour and up, 6 lanes, no crosswalk, and at least a 3-foot barrier from the road, not including any drainage ditches.
I don't know why we have to fight so hard for common sense, but our kids, you know, how many dead kids is it going to take before they actually fix this problem?
Now, just to give you an update, the bill has already passed through 1 committee. It needs to pass through 2 more. It failed in the Senate last year, so we'll see what happens this year, Bob and Sunny.